Today we are in Cozumel, Mexico. We were supposed to be doing the Chichen Itza Mayan Ruins tour, but it got canceled, so we decided to do the Best of Cozumel tour, which took us around the island of Cozumel with a stop at Barriecitos, where if you wanted, you could have a tequila tasting, as well as given the opportunity to learn about the tequila making process. Then we were off to the Mayan Cacao Company, where they gave us a demonstration on how the chocolate is made, and they let you have samples there as well. And then we were off for a little time at the beach, what happened to be my favorite stop of the whole tour. And then we were off to the Bee Sanctuary, where we were taught about the Mayan bees as well as given a taste of the Mayan honey and let us see the difference. I will put timestamps for the different places that we stopped at on the tour so that you can skip around if you don't want to watch it all. And also, I'm going to try to do individual videos for each of the stops that we did so you can look at each individual place that we went to. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy.
First of all, I need to collect your tickets. Thank you.
Thank you, Gustavo.
You're welcome. I'm going to give a little sticker with my name. And that way we know that you're coming with us. Alright? You can put in your clothing.
I think that was just an advertisement for the shops.
Pero si van a dar verde, lo calculo. Los bolillos.
I've just had a sudden urge for chips and guacamole and chips and salsa.
There must be no rice since you didn't serve honestly. Or next to that.
Here's our July, August, and September.
That kind of looks like having art without actually selling it.
The working team. The first is the driver. The name is Antonio. A little clap for Antonio, please. The second person is important. Is the tour guide. The name is Gustavo.
Gustavo.
And me, my name is Carla. I'm a training guide. If you need help, please tell me. A little clap for me. Thank you.
Good. Okay, we're visiting different places during the tour, alright? This tour is the Best of Cozumel, and during the tour we're going to visit the whole island, see, but we're going to make different stops, alright? The first one is going to be a place called El Barriecito, see, it's a place for tequila, see, at the first stop. We know that it's early, but you're in vacation, is that right? After the Barriecito, then we're driving around the island. By the time we're driving around the island, we make a second stop in a place called the Mayan Cacao. That's where we have the delicious chocolate or chocolates. So you like chocolate? See?
No.
We're going to learn about the history, of the chocolate, the origin of the cacao, and the use of the cacao in the Mayan civilization. See? I don't know you have here, but for the Maya people, the cacao was used as money. See, as for example here today, the gold gold is precious, is that right? Because you can change everywhere. For the Maya people was the cacao beans, see? So it's very interesting, about the cacao and the chocolate in the Mayan civilization. Then we're driving around the island and we're stopping in a beautiful place called El Mirador. See, this place is located by the nicest part of the island. See, this place is the eastern side. That's where there are no hotels there, no homes, no electricity. It's a beautiful nature. You hear the beautiful ocean. You see the beautiful ocean. You smell the breeze. All right, and also you have time to have a snack or a lunch. You like a shrimp quesadilla, or a beef quesadilla, chicken tacos, or a guacamole.
Military.
And also there, you got more tequila. See, for me, it's the best place for tequila, but every person is different, all right? But you also have time to get more tequila there. Then we're driving to the last stop in a place called the Bee Sanctuary. See, the Bee Sanctuary is another interesting place in Cozumel because there we'll learn about the Melipona or Mayan bee. The Melipona Mayan bee, it's a kind of, it's an stingless bee. This is one special characteristic. See, so it's very easy to work, with this kind of bees because they have no stinger. You don't need a special equipment, nothing like this, Only you need to have a passion and love for this bees, all right? But we'll learn more about that in the last stop. Then we'll bring you back to the ship, right? So that's what we're doing during the tour. Okay, so in approximately 5 or 10 minutes, we'll be getting to the first stop, all right? Very important. And the way back, we use the same seats, all right? The way back, we use the same seats. You like to leave here, whatever you're not going to use, it's okay, it's no problem. Okay? Everywhere you go, you want to make shopping, you pay with dollars, they give you change in America more. See? You want to use the credit card, for the credit card, when they slice the card in the machine, the ticket is printed into pesos. See? You pay, for example, $10, you will see in the ticket 180 pesos. That is around 17 or 18 pesos to $1. If you pay $100, you see a bigger number, 1,800. But don't scare, right? Because we're talking about pesos. See, Mexican pesos. Other thing that you're going to notice during the tour, you're going to notice that many different places we're going, they're going to have like a tasting. For example, tequila tasting, chocolate tasting, and honey tasting. But this is made by other people, not us. All right? They have a small box that says tips. You want to give them tips, it's okay. Everybody has a right to make their living, but these are tips for them, not for us. Okay? Because sometimes it happens that when the tour finished and the people left, they say, I left your tip in the last stop. See? And then that's not true, all right? And that's how you just want to clear this situation, all right? Okay, so we're very close to the first stop. You notice around here, you can see to the right side, you can see approximately 12 miles from here is located the mainland. See, that's the mainland. That's Playa del Carmen, see, or the Maya Riviera. See, to get there, we have to use a boat, a ferry. There are no bridges. See, even this not long distance, no bridge. Why? Because the water is very deep. See, that's why we need to take a ferry. It takes only half an hour to 45 minutes. The first one leave at 7 o'clock. The last one at 9 o'clock. After that, nobody can go out. Nobody can come in. Only with a helicopter or a plane or a private boat. See, but regular ferries, 7 to 9. I don't know, you saw back there, there was a huge boat in a blue and red and yellow color. That was our cargo ferry. This is the cargo ferry. That's the one that brings to the island most of the supplies. See, because in Cozumel Island, we don't have factories, we don't have agriculture, we don't have cattle. See, so we need to import most of the products. Okay, we need at home. See, you can see to the right side we have a cruise ship terminal. See,
We've been
is
here
the
before.
international port. It is where coming the Royal Caribbean. See, Royal Caribbean Company is docking in this spot. Next door, there is another cruise ship terminal called Puerta Maya. That's what is docking the Carnival.
We've
the
been there
Carnival
before
cruise
too.
line. Yours is in town. Say yours, Langosta or MSS is in town. So you don't have to take any taxi. Everything is walking distance. All right. That's a good thing, for you, because you don't have to be worried to catch a taxi to getting back to the boat. See, this is a 3.5 mile, downtown area.
And we know what that 3.5
So the
miles
main
feels like,
activity
don't we?
in Cozumel is the tourist industry. So you can see around here, for example, the Hard Rock Cafe, Diamond International, all these shops that you see around here, you find also by the port, see, by downtown area. See, the one that you see around this area.
I think right there's where I about passed out, or where I did pass out.
Horse and buggy, maybe.
Remember that time I passed out and we almost missed the ship? I believe it was at Puerto Maya. I think it was 99.
See, I remember that.
They cover their electrical lines with drainage.
What kind of animal is that? The pink one? Oh, look at that artwork. That was really pretty. I'm not sure if any of this is showing up in my video.
Okay, so now please everybody follow us. Very important, the way back we use the same seats, okay? You like to live in the bus where you're not going to is, okay, no problem. Remember the bus number 26, and there is a welcome picture here with the photographers, all right?
T26. Oh wow, that's steep. You can sit there.
I should.
That's the one in charge to give you the information about the process to make the tequila, and you have a taste, all right? So enjoy it.
Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? You speak Spanish? No.
I think English is a minority here.
You're gonna speak Spanish in a fluent way. You're gonna be able to pronounce it like All right, guys. Welcome to Barriecito. That's the name of this place. My name is Aliu. For the next minutes, I'm going to be your tequila expert, your professional drinker. Okay? And well, my name, I know it's short, but just try to drop the last layer. How you like, okay? Everything will be fine. Now, my friends, to start with this, I would like to know how many of you have tried tequila? Good, I see many hands. How many of you, my friends, had a good experience with tequila? How many of you got good memories? At least once. Look, at least once. Well, how many of you had bad memories with tequila? Bad experience? How many of you got bad memories? Please give your hands here. Okay. Look. This is a safe area. Okay, our purpose here is to get knowledge. So no one is going to judge you. Okay? And this is a support group. That's how it works. So guys, you can be honest. Okay? Okay, this is my friend Jenny, by the way. If you don't mind, please, let's give her a big round of applause. I'm just going to bring more samples, guys. Okay? Just please be patient. Well, my friends, for the last question, how many of you got a bad experience with tequila that barely remember what happened? There.
That's yours. It's not mine.
Flashbacks. Okay, what, somebody else, guys? Somebody else? There's no reason to be ashamed. My friends, first of all, let me tell you, having a bad experience with tequila is common. Okay? But it wasn't supposed to be that way. Okay? Number two, my friends, if you had a bad experience with tequila, it wasn't your fault. Right? Because nobody was there, my friends, to guide you the first time you tried it. So probably that's why at the end, my friends, you had a bad experience because nobody saw you had a different way to drink tequila. We want you to have a good experience, a good memory. So in that way, in that order, my friends, you can share this with the people. And my friends, you are a big, important part of the process because only with your help we can achieve this. There's a lot of bad reputation about tequila. There's a lot of misinformation out there. But we want to change that. We want to fix it. And as I was saying, we can only achieve this goal, my friends, with your help. So what do you say? Are you in? Yes. Splendid. Great. Now let's start with some basic information about tequila. My friends, tequila is one of the many different distills we're going to produce in Mexico. Besides tequila, we got mezcal, bacanora, raicilla, sotol, okay? The thing, my friends, what is going to make a special tequila is the protection, okay, the rules, the regulations that the government had established for this. Not only that, right? So many other aspects of some cultural parts, but the regulations. We had to establish, my friends, regulations to protect the production, to make it unique. Now, my friends, talking about these regulations, I'm going to mention a few of them, but basically, it's one of the many different. Remember that, okay? Mezcal, raicilla, bacanora, sotol, we have different ones, but tequila is the only one. Now, to make tequila, guys, you gotta be in a specific area in Mexico. This is gonna work the same way as champagne, where you can produce champagne.
Champagne.
Specifically where? In the Champagne region, right? If you try to make it somewhere else, it's not considered a authentic one, so that's why you cannot call it like that. It gets a different name. It's the same thing, the same situation with tequila. Now, once you're in that area, guys, you're going to use a specific plant. Probably many of you know the name of this. Agave. But, guys, let's consider the next fact. Around the world, there are 300 different varieties of agave plants. Okay? 300. Now, in Mexico, we got almost 200 of them. We got a lot. To make tequila, you can only use one kind, blue agave. That's a first rule, guys. You have to use blue agave in your production. Blue agave only. Number two, you have to plant this at a tequila area.
The white one. Okay.
Now, these plants, how many of you enjoy drinking wine?
Okay.
Good. Do you know the process of making wine? From zero to total? Guys, when you want to produce wine, you plant vine. Right? You have to wait for that plant. How long? 3 to 5 years maximum? right? Then it produces some grapes. You harvest that, you take that fruit, you transform it into wine, into alcohol. And if you want to keep producing more wine in the future, all you need to do is keep the plant. Well, yeah, you have to exactly eventually the carrot, but you can use the same plant. Is that correct? You can still keep that. How different is with blue agave? Friends, this plant first is going to take between 10 to maximum 12 years to grow. Did you know that? 12 years maximum, guys. And this plant, which is kind of fun because a lot of people consider that this is like a cactus, it is not, okay? They relate this also with aloe vera. No. This plant, guys, is not going to produce any fruits, okay? So what you can use to make tequila? This, the heart of the plant. Now you have to wait, remember, 12 years for that. Now guys, since it's not producing fruits and you're using this, what is going to be the process? My friends, once you have reached that time to do it, you remove the leaves and you cut the plant. You harvest the entire plant. So that means practically, guys, it's the end of the road. Now, what do you think is going to be necessary to keep producing more tequila in the future? One more, and wait how long? Easy peasy, right? Guys, that's why it's very important to start, showing some respect for this plant because it's not an easy process. And you will be thinking, well, yeah, that's a long process, but that looks like a huge plant. You might produce a lot of tequila. Well, guys, this plant is going to weigh up, at this point, we're going to weigh up around 150 pounds. But what you need to consider, my friends, is that to produce 1 liter of tequila, okay, 1 liter only, okay, it's necessary to produce 15 pounds of agave plant. To process, I'm sorry. It's necessary to process 15 pounds of agave plant. So if we're saying that that plant is going to weigh up around 150 pounds, that will produce 10 liters of tequila only. So my friends, once again, remember, paying attention. We have a long process and a limited production. After knowing this, guys, what would you think that it would be a good idea, it would be okay to take a bottle of tequila, open it, and start drinking it like water? Don't you think it's going to be also expensive? Don't you think that this spirit deserves a little bit more respect? And also, guys, I'm telling you, as a Mexican, as a tequila drinker, guys, depending how you drink tequila, is how tequila is going to treat you back. If you drink it with the wrong idea, hey, let's stop, let's drink it, let's say, eventually it's going to end up that, right? At a certain point, my friends, if you drink it like that, it's going to make you feel you are Johnny Knoxville, and this is one of those shows on MTV, okay? Probably it's going to make you ride a dirty bike and try to jump out of the second floor of this building, something like that. So guys, don't do it. If you drink it that way, it's going to make you try crazy things. But the right way to drink tequila, my friends, is to do it slowly, little sips. How you drink a good bourbon, how you drink a good scotch. You do it in sips, right? It's going to be the same thing with tequila. If you drink like that, guys, I can assure you it's going to be a good experience. Okay? Now, enough blah blah blah. Do you have some samples here? No. Oh well, we're busy here, right? You don't want some samples? What about you, ma'am? You have it, ma'am? Okay. Excellent. Everybody got samples? Excellent. Let's pass straight to the action. Now comes the glue, glue, glue. Guys, I want to make sure everybody got 3 samples, a clear one, a red one, and a white one. Is that correct? Good. Let's start with the red sample. Today, this morning, it's a beautiful morning, but it's, hot and humid. So my friends, this is going to be the best option if you want to get something, a drink like that, mixed with tequila. This is a liqueur, guys. It was mixed with tequila, okay? But I want you to... Cherry. Strawberry. Okay, guys, let me give you a clue. And this is a flower. Alright, okay. How to drink it? Here comes the important part, guys. Put course, you can shoot it, but you're not gonna enjoy it in a good way like that. I mean, it's not gonna be appreciated. This is what you're gonna do. Please. And the idea is just to switch it for a few seconds, 3 seconds after that you can swallow it. Okay? Don't forget in Mexico we have to say salud. Okay? Una, dos, tres. Salud. Salud.
Arriba, para abajo, para el centro y para adentro.
Okay, guys, how was it? Was it good? Now imagine, guys, like I was saying today, this morning it is hot and humid, and you want something that very refreshing. That would be a great option, but in my opinion, it's a little too sweet for me. So I would rather to mix it with a little of sparkling water and add some ice cubes. Listo. Ahorita le damos un refill. All right. Okay. Now, guys, I was mentioning that was mixed with tequila, but why not to call it hibiscus tequila? Amigos, remember the regulations I was mentioning? We got many rules to basically play this game called tequila. But one of this is going to be very important because establish that if you, my friends, add a flavor to tequila, it's not considered tequila anymore. Okay? So if you hear that people call it like mango tequila, coffee tequila, or hibiscus tequila, that's wrong. According to the law, to regulation, it's not considered tequila anymore. Tequila is one that is like this. You can age it, yes, but this is gonna be remain pure. Okay, that's something important, my friends. Okay, so remember, this was a liquor made with tequila, but it's not hibiscus tequila, technically, and according to regulations. Another important regulation, my friends, like I was mentioning, is don't forget blue agave plant. If you're using a different one, guys, you cannot call it tequila. You can try to call it agave distill or agave liqueur. But my friends, by the way, those are going to be, there are going to be a lot of those distilled out there. Unfortunately, a lot of people get confused about this. They don't know. They just take it and they feel that it smells like tequila, probably tastes like tequila, but technically it is not. Okay. Another regulation: you can only make tequila in Mexico. Never forget that, my friends. Nowadays is getting more and more common that a lot of people from media start to buy distilleries, or they have an agreement with the distilleries to produce the tequila. My friends, I'm not saying that it's happening right now, but if one of these days you hear or you read that somebody's mentioning that they have produced tequila out of this country, that's a big lie. And there's no way you can make it out of this country. What a lot of artists, my friends, will do is to produce it here, okay, but will be exported to United States with exclusive sale there, okay? But you can only produce it in Mexico. Copy that? And one more thing, this is not part of the regulation, but it's something that a lot of people still believe in or still have this doubt now, my friends. Tequila is never going to have a worm inside the bottle. Just in case you were wondering, never going to have. Look, we have bottles of tequila, none of this is going to have it. Never, okay? Never. It's not part of this culture. No. The one that might have a worm is mezcal. Okay, it's one also of the stills we produce in Mexico. Different plant, different process. But my friends, only mezcal is the one that might have, and listen, might have. I'm not saying that it's a rule, it's a must. No, might have a worm. But in the case of tequila, never. If you, my friends, in a situation where somebody tries to invite you a sample of tequila with a worm or with a scorpion, don't drink it. It's not, just run away from that place, okay? Don't do it. God knows what it's going to do, but definitely it's not tequila. Now, last, okay, guys, we're ready to try the second sample. Take a clear one. Everybody, before you drink it, my friends, we're going to drink it in sips. Yes, of course, we're going to do it. But only with the first one, you will need to switch it. The secret of this, my friends, is that when you switch it, you're going to, my friends, your mouth, your palate, your gums, your tongue, it's going to get, covered with all of these flavors. You have to do it only 3 seconds, and this might help you, my friends, to get used to the tequila. Okay, it's going to be fast. Now, after that, my friends, you're going to swallow it, and all you need to do is to breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Imagine you're in a yoga class. This will help you a lot because tequila, my friends, is going to have an average of 40% of alcohol. That means it's going to be around 80 proof. Okay? Ready? You can do this, my friends. You will survive. Okay? Una, dos, tres. Salud.
Arriba, abajo, para el centro y para adentro.
Pero despacito, despacito, acuérdense. Despacito. No, despacito. Ese es el secreto. Si lo hacen así de rápido, pues nunca va a pasar. Tiene un sabor fuerte, por eso le decía que poquito a poquito uno se acostumbra. Pero si uno lo pasa así fuerte, pega.
Mira, ya a mi esposa le gusta esto.
Guys, the secret to drink tequila, my friends, is to do it slowly. Because I know it's going to have a strong flavor. But when you do it slowly, guys, you have the chance to get used to it. If you do it fast, my friends, it's just going to smack you. Okay? It's going to just like hit that is strong. But you have to do it slowly. Little baby steps.
Is that the first one you drew?
Okay, that's the secret. That's the secret. Excelente. Now, also, guys, drinking tequila requires some practice. How many of you enjoy drinking bourbon? How many of you drink bourbon? How was your first time you tried it? Bad, but with the time you get used to it, you learn how to drink it. That's the thing with tequila, guys. You need practice with palate. You have to train your palate. Okay, that's the secret. Now, finally, guys, one more thing I want to mention about tequila, and also is one of the reasons why people is going to have a bad experience, is the tequilas we're going to drink. Basically, we have two groups. The 100% agave tequilas and the regular ones. 100% tequilas, like these ones, like the one you tried, my friends, is basically a tequila that it was produced using only sugars of the blue agave plant. Remember I was explaining this, right? Regular tequilas, guys, were mixing sugars. This is the best example of what I'm talking about. Have you seen this bottle? Have you seen this? Responsible guys, responsible for all those nightmares around the world. This, guys, is known as a 5149. Only 51% of blue agave. That's the bottom. That's what the law had established as a minimum of blue agave you can use to still call it tequila. What happens with the 49 remaining? You can replace, my friends, you can replace with the natural sugars of your preference. What is going to be very common is sugar cane. Now, what is going to happen if you mix different sugars? Let's put a better example, my friends. Blue agave gave us tequila. Sugar cane gave us which distill, which spirit? Any idea? No? The pirate's favorite rum. Both are delicious, guys. The problem is when you mix them. What do you think is going to happen if you take tequila and you take rum and you mix it and you take that, you drink that? What do you think is going to happen? Have you done it? No? Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't do it unless you're going to wake like a baby the next morning. You're going to be like a baby. You're going to be crawling and crying all over the room. Así, un bebecito va a retroceder ahí, mira, arrastrarse. Entonces, don't do it, guys. Please, don't do it. Don't mix different spirits. That's what is going to happen. It's going to increase the effects of the hungover. Okay? It's going to hurt you. Your eyes are going to hurt. So, my friends, it's going to be horrible. That's why, here comes our second recommendation besides don't shoot in tequila. Only 100% agave. Copy? How to know this? Read the bottle. If you see, my friends, the description, the words 100% agave, it's a Google. If you see that the tequila bottle mentioned maybe blue agave, but they never, my friends, show you a percentage, it's because now you know why. You already know why. They're mixing sugars. That's the thing. How you can trust this? We have the CRT, Consejo Regulador del Tequila, like the tequila police. They are very strict about this, guys, and regulate the use of the word tequila. Okay? Yes. so far, guys? No? Good. Now, unfortunately, guys, my presentation is coming to an end, so that's why we're going to take the last sample. Yes, we're going to practice that toast. Okay, we're going to practice the toast, but we're going to make some noise. My friends, after this presentation, we're going to go downstairs. The idea is to make your way through the gift shop. You're going to have some free time to do some shopping. If you're wondering where we can get this wonderful sample, where we can find it, downstairs. But not only that, my friends, we're going to share 2 more flavors with you. Okay, we're going to share a coffee liqueur and a margarita liqueur. Right? And we have, of course, more flavors and more things to do. Now, my friends, if you're ready to take the last sample, let's see. Es sabor margarita, el de limón. Guys, take the last sample. Let's make some noise and repeat after me. Arriba. Arriba. Abajo. Abajo. Al centro. Al centro. Adentro. Adentro. Salud. Así es. Es horchata. If you desire to share something with the people making calls of this place, guys, you can leave it at the biggest tequila barrel you would ever see in your life, alright? So you can leave it here. Remember, this is never mandatory, but it's going to be highly appreciated. Thank you so much. Keep having fun on your cruise. Have a blast. And enjoy your traveling way back home safe and sound. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you, sir. Well, that was interesting. Wow, that's a rough ride.
Yes? Do you like the tequila? Yes? Margaritas? Do you like the margaritas? No? Chocolate? No? Yes? Wow. No, in this place, en Jamaica, ¿te gusta la Jamaica? Delicioso, me encanta. Y el chata también. Es una esas son 2 bebidas muy que se toman mucho en México. Well,
I don't know.
Well, in Mayan chocolate, you can learn about the chocolate and you can taste the chocolate margarita. Yeah, it's delicious. I recommend it.
Giving us more liquor?
And in the Mayan
Chocolate.
chocolate, you can learn about the Mayans and the chocolate and the cocoa beans. The cocoa beans used for the cocoa beans used for the morning. You want buy a chicken, you need pay for cocoa beans. And if you want to buy a prisoner, you can pay. You can pay 4,000 cocoa beans. If you want buy a prisoner, you need have 4,000 cocoa beans. It's not legal, but you can do it. In 10 minutes, we are going to the Mayan chocolate. I recommended the margarita. It's so delicious. And thank you for your attention.
Okay, we would like to show you on the map where we are right now. Okay, you look carefully. We're located now. The cruise ship is right here. See the Punta Langosta. We just visit the tequila place, right here, and now we're driving to here. See? After then, we're going around the island. All right, so but we're starting here. This is the map of the island. See, the island Cozumel lies 30 miles long from north to south and 11 miles wide from west to east. See, our island is only 10 to 12% inhabited. See, the city is right here. At the end of the tour, in the way back, we're going to drive through the city. All right, you will see where we live. You will see the homes and everything. But now we're driving by the area. For example, to the right side, you will see in a few more minutes some hotels and beach clubs. Okay, this is the south part of the island. See, the vegetation, if you look carefully, is a very thick vegetation. It's very difficult to walk through, and we have a like a wildlife, in the jungle. See, the jungle, Cozumel. We got raccoons. Raccoons. See, armadillos. We got wild turkeys. We have wild pigs. We have snakes. A good news is that no poison, only the boa. The boa constrictor is a big one. Boa constrictors. We have also quatimundi. The quatimundi looks like an eater. See, or a
Anteater.
lemur. It's isote in Spanish or quatimundi. We have also iguanas. The iguana? See, the big lizards. They can be 5 feet. Some of them. We got orange iguanas, green and brown iguanas. See, you have some very nice large iguanas. We have also a lot of birds. See, many different kinds of birds. By the way, the Cozumel Island in the Mayan language, because the first people that inhabited the island were the Mayans. They call or baptize the island in the language Akutzlumil. Akutzlumil means Maya, the land of the swallows, the little birds. Cozumel Island in the month of November, the temperature becomes cooler. See, that's why thousands of swallows come in here. See, most of the time on the island is warm. Especially in the months of July and August. Are the hottest months in the year. But in November,
okay?
it's cooler, so thousands of swallows come into the island. Probably the Mayans noticed that, and that's why they call or baptize the island in that way. Akutzlumil, the land of the swallows, the birds. So enjoy the ride. Okay, friends, in a few more minutes, we'll be getting to the next stop. It's going to be the Mayan Cacao. The chocolate. We visit the first of a museum. Okay, it's a very beautiful museum. Also there we got some birds like the macaw, the macaws. See, macaws are originally from Brazil. See, they are beautiful, colorful birds. You wanna make a nice pictures? Okay, we got some of these macaws. Then we visit the museum. We visiting also the Mayan house. You have a traditional corn tortilla with a delicious Mayan food called sikilpa. See, it is made with the squash seeds, tomato sauce, and coriander. See, do you know habanero pepper? In case that you like, please be careful. Okay, don't put the whole spoon in the tortilla because it's very, very hot. All right, so.
Oh, watch your step, that's why.
Let me tell you that this place where we are right now is the Museum of the Cacao, right? Here you see, for example, the map that show you the root of the cocoa. Where is it coming from? See, today in our planet, we got two continents providing most of the cocoa for the chocolate industry. One is Africa and the other is Asia. But what is the origin of the cocoa? Where does it came from? It came from America, from our continents. Okay, you look carefully, you can see the green spot right here. See, is located South America, Peru, Venezuela, and Brazil. See, it is believed that in Brazil, in the Amazonia, see, is where grow first of all the first cocoa tree. Why? Because there is a fertile soil, it's a lot of water, and when need the cocoa tree is the shadow of big trees. See, that's why some scientists and people have studied the plants. They said that probably Brazil, the Amazonia, is the area where grow the first cocoa trees. All right, and the animals like parrots and monkeys took the cocoa beans, the cocoa seeds to Mexico, in the green and blue spots, where grow two important civilizations. In the blue spot, we had the Olmec civilization. I don't know you have heard about the Olmec civilization, but the Olmec civilization is considered like the oldest one, in the ancient name. See, and the Mayas, is in the green spot. The Mayan civilization is involving 5 different countries: Belize, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Mexico. See, the oldest Mayan sites are located in Guatemala, in Central America. Some of them dating back to the 2000 BC. See, 2000 BC is a very ancient culture. It is believed that the Olmecs and the Mayans were the first people by using the cocoa beans, to make a chocolate. See, but the chocolate that they made was no candy, no dessert, was mostly used as a beverage, as a drink. See, they use they use probably spices, so was no like a very sweet, beverage. Was mostly kind of spicy, and they use it in special activities, ceremonies, human sacrifices. Also the warriors, to get more courage, and energy, they had to drink the chocolate. See, and some people believe that the Mayans and the Olmecs start using the cocoa beans thanks to the monkeys. See, why the monkeys? See, because the monkeys were the first animals by eating the cocoa beans. See, and the monkeys look happier and with more energy. And that catch attention of the Mayas. See, and the Olmecs, they wonder why they are so happy, why so with more energy, after they ate the plants, those cocoa beans, and they start using it. See, today, we know that the cocoa bean contain one chemical called theobromine. It's a chemical that activates endorphins and serotonin, to our brains, That's the reason why we're not eating the cocoa beans. Okay? If you look carefully, you can see back there some replicas. These are replicas, no originals, because to get an original piece like this is very difficult. It's mostly in museums, government museums. This place is a private location, so that's why it's not possible to have like a original piece. But you notice it's a beautiful replica. The pottery vessels, representing like figures, also hieroglyphics. See, so the importance of the beverage, you see also the pottery, that we use. Also, we know that the Mayans and also the Aztecs, because the Aztecs also, by the way, many people confuse the Aztec and Maya, but it's a big difference. The Maya is much more older, dating back to the 2000 BC. The Aztec is a civilization that lasts only 200 years. See, from the 1300 AD till the arrival of the Spanish. See, but the Aztecs took most of the knowledge of the Mayas, like for example the numerology, the calendars, see, and also the use of the cocoa. See, and Hernando Cortez, when he was in Tenochtitlan, notice that people were trading or using the cocoa bean and money. See? For example, you can see a paper right here that show you what they could trade with the cocoa beans. See? This is information for a very ancient Spanish book. See? Okay, so now follow us. Please, we're going this direction. We're visiting now the Mayan house. Right? Watch your step, everybody. Be careful.
Sorry. No, take a picture. It's the same thing.
To find some Mayan towns or villages. Usually these Mayan towns or villages are close to some of the archaeological sites. You know, for example, Chichen Itza, Palenque, Uxmal, or Tikal, you know, in Guatemala, or Copan in Honduras, you know, close to these Mayan sites, you're going to find like a Mayan village. See? And in these Mayan villages, this is interesting, the people speaking only the Mayan language, see, still spoken, see, and also you're going to find the traditional Mayan homes. See, for example, back there you can see the traditional Mayan house. It's a replica. See, nobody lives here, but it's a replica. You know how the Mayan homes look like. See, usually in a Mayan house you're going to find not only one hut like this, you find like a 3 or 4. You know, each one is used for a different activities. You know, one, for example, can be the kitchen, other is the living room, other is the restroom, other is for the sleeping. You know, so it's different huts. All right, but the way to build it, and you notice, it's a wood thatch roof and no windows. Can you notice? There are no windows. See, only 2 doors, one in the front and another in the back. Okay? In this case, in this one, there is a very interesting altar inside the house. I don't know if you have seen the movie Coco. Somebody has seen? In the movie Coco, is interesting because this movie tell you the belief of the people long time ago after life. See, when we die, we need to go to another life or dimension. See? And there is a special permission during 2 days, 1st and 2nd of November, to coming back here and visit our friends, you know, our families. The belief is that at home we have to put like a table, and in this little table we put the pictures of the friends we want to invite, and we put there like a dinner, you know, like a mole, tamale, chocolate, tequila, whatever they like, we put it there in the altar. All right, this is a belief coming from the Mayans and the Aztec civilization. All right, so now we're going to walk through the Mayan house, and we have a official photographer that would like to make a picture with you, with your family, with the altar. All right, then at the back part of the Mayan house is waiting for us Maria. Maria is the lady in charge to make the corn tortillas. The corn tortilla with the sickle pack. I don't know you have here about the Mayan cuisine, Mayan food. See? But the sickle pack is a traditional Mayan food. It is made with the squash seeds. You know the big squash, that little seeds. People take it and dry, and then they roast it. See, then mix it with tomato and coriander. See? And next to the sickle pack, as I mentioned the bus, they have a little dish with the habanero pepper. But just be careful with the pepper, right? Because it's very, very hot. Okay, don't put the whole spoon because it's very, very hot. All right, just be careful. So now we are making a stop for the picture. All right. Okay, this is the line for the tortilla friends right here.
made like 5,000 years ago, back when the ancient Mayans.
Let's see if he can take it.
Get off your tummy.
It's just habanero.
That's very good.
This is the tortilla and the habanero. Be careful with the habanero.
Bread of dragon fruit. This is dragon fruit.
Right? This is a replica. A replica from one stela. You know, stela is like a monument that in Maya built. Okay, this is coming from Central America. It's very interesting. This was made by one sculptor called Carlos Pacheco. We're going to paint this gentleman in the Bee Sanctuary. You know, he's a Maya descendant. Okay, he has a lot of talent. You know, by working with the limestone and other materials. Right? Okay, let's check over here. Hola amigos, bienvenidos.
Thank you.
Okay, you can go.
Thank you.
Hola amigos, bienvenidos, welcome. Stay calm, guys, watch your steps, take your
You
time.
can sit here. You can sit here. Use the space, please.
Amigos, buenos días. Buenos días. Bienvenidos amigos, welcome to the Mayan Cacao Auditorium. My name is Roberto, the Mexican Willy Wonka. Oh yes, and now it's time to make magic. Do you like chocolate? Yes. Because right now we're gonna make one chocolate for us. We're gonna make a French chocolate. You may ask, what's the difference with that chocolate? Okay, after 2 hours, amigos, that chocolate I created at 8 o'clock a.m. approximately. So start to be settled, and of course start to be different. When we finish, it's gonna be a different chocolate, and that one is gonna be way different as well. So it's time to make a chocolate for us right now. We're gonna need the Mexican blender. I know, it's the metate, amigos. Everybody repeat, metate. Metate. Metate is a pre-Hispanic tool used by many civilizations, not in Mexico, amigos, Central America as well. One used a lot. This one is specific for the Mayas. It's made of heavy limestone, okay? This is the soil of this area. And of course, the pyramids in Yucatan is created with this stone as well. Really resistant also. We're gonna use as well cocoa nibs, 1 hand of cacao to make a chocolate for us. Just in case. And we're going to start to grind and use some ingredients that probably you have at home. Amigos, back in the days, the chocolate was different. Remember, if somebody has any question, feel free to ask, amigos. Mi casa es su casa. Well, back in the days, amigos, the chocolate was bitter, spicy, and not easy to drink. The Mayas used 3 important ingredients to make a basic chocolate. First ingredient, pimienta. Amigos, everybody repeat, pimienta. Pimienta. I know, probably this one you have it at home, but with a different name. This one is allspice, and I think use it for pumpkin pies, sweet potato pies, and round cakes. Am I right? Yes? Perfecto. Wow, a lot of antioxidants, amigos, and minerals in here. Let's incorporate the allspice with the cacao. Wow, amazing. Amigos, the next ingredient is cinnamon. Do you like cinnamon? Yes. Canela, amigos. Wow, the cinnamon used like medicine for many civilizations. And also the Mayas as well use it a lot. This is only to balance the flavor. 1 teaspoon. That's it. Let's incorporate the cinnamon as well. Grind, mix for a few seconds. And then we have the last ingredient. Amigos, the last ingredient is symbolic. If you don't want to use it, no problema. Don't use it. You don't find it. Sometimes have a different name in different areas. We call it achiote. In some places call it anato. Some people call it chiote or even paprika. This is the achiote, amigos. A tiny red small seed that we use in our Mexican gastronomy. You like tacos? Yes. You like taco al pastor? Yes. Is the red taco with the pineapple on the top? This is the red color. It's a tiny red small seed, amigos. We're gonna use only one, okay? Aztec used it like a war paint also to paint the walls of the pyramids as well. Remember, red color symbolize life, and of course the connection with the ancient God. So after a few seconds, amigos, we have cacao powder ready. Mayas mix it with hot water, and then we have chocolate. Amigos, everybody repeat chocolate. Chocolate. A little louder, chocolate. Chocolate. It's the chocolate of the Mayas, amigos, enjoyed by the kings, warriors, princes in specific ceremonies, and just a few ones have the chance to enjoy the chocolate 1 or 2 times in their lives. So what's really important for the cultures in Mexico. Amigos, chocolate. The chocolate is concentrated, yes, bitter, yes, and sometimes not easy to drink, yes, amigos. Now, the next part and the second part of the history is Spanish conquistadors. Hernán Cortés arrived, Cristobal Colón, and they tried this, amigos. What do you think? They like it, yes or no? No. Exacto, amiga, no. They said, no, bueno, what's bitter, not easy to drink, but Hernán Cortés says, I got sugar. Let's make sugar. How much? Normally it's 3 spoons. I use a pinch, not too much, okay? It's symbolic also, amigos. I'm gonna use more honey. You like honey? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Is that local honey?
Yes, this is the local honey you can find in the local market. Amigos, important. So probably you drive and come back to your home and you have somebody that have their own bees, artisanal honey. That honey is the best for that chocolate. It's my personal recommendation. Try it. Depending on the season, we have different type of honey. In this area, we have 3 kinds. One which is floral, citrical, and the last one which is a little more darker with a sweet sensation. Depending on the season, depending on the rain, the honey changes as well. So that's why my recommendation is the local honey. It changes a little bit the flavor of the cacao, and it's so amazing, amigos. More benefits, basically. Amigos, right now it's time to mix the cacao with the honey. We're gonna make a Mexican Nutella. Yes, amigos. Yes, amigos, the Mexican style Nutella. It's gonna start to look like a dark chocolate. And now it's time for the last ingredient. The last ingredient is vanilla. Amigos, do you like vanilla? Yes. Okay, the vanilla is gonna use 1 or 2 drops. That's okay or more? Be honest.
More.
More.
Excellent. Okay. We're gonna say más. 1, 2. Yes, yes. 2 drops is not enough, amigos. My grandma normally said, come on, Roberto, use more. Okay. So it's time to mix. 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Amigos, 20 seconds. And we have here chocolate. I'm the Mexican Willy Wonka, amigos, and this is the magic, amigos. This is the chocolate, and the chocolate is the one that we tried in the beginning. But you may ask why that one looks different. Remember, chocolate have different stages. Number 1, like a pot. Waiting for a few days, we obtain the seeds. Fermentation, sun-dry process, roasting process, and the cacao finish like this, complete like seeds. We peel it, we start to grind, mix some ingredients, and finish like this. But after 2 hours, the chocolate starts to look like this. Like a dark chocolate, amigos. Now the chocolate tomorrow is gonna look like this. Like a solid chocolate bar. So we use cold water, we mix it in these kind of containers. We close it, mix, serve, and enjoy. That's the way that we enjoy chocolate. Amigos, before we continue, any question? It's okay? Good?
Good.
You ready for more chocolate? Yes or no? Yes. Because in a few minutes we have this fresh chocolate for you and also more chocolate in the store. We have more than 12 flavors. Try it, enjoy it. And the most important, amigos, if you like chocolate, buy chocolate. If you don't like it, just buy it anyway. No problem, okay? The bar is ready. We have margaritas, martinis, moslight. Enjoy, amigos. Remember, you're driving, you're on vacation, and Gustavo gonna take care of you, alright? Also, amigos, remember, find me on the Mayan Cacao Company Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter advisor. Share your comments if you like the tour, amigos. They're gonna help us a lot to rate this video like my chocolate. And of course, if you like the place, go ahead, amigos, share it with us, okay? And of course, the second option is important. If you don't like it, recommend to your enemies, and my name is Pancho, okay? we're gonna keep it simple, all right? Also, amigos, thank you very much. Please, before we leaving the zone, actually, please, watch your step. Grab the handrails. Don't forget personal belongings, amigos. That's a personal recommendation. Take your time. Gustavo is gonna wait for you outside, so don't problema, okay? Amigos, thank you very much. My name is Roberto. If you chose to leave, I did a good job. If you like my chocolate, we have a happy box in there. If somebody wants to share any gatito tip, we highly appreciate it, but remember, no mandatory. Muchas gracias, amigos. A big applause for everybody. Thank you. Everybody say, 1, 2, 3, open sesame. Excelente. Just magic, amigos. And of course, if I want to chocolate, go ahead. Yes, I got chocolate. What for you? Try it. Uno más. Wow, that's good. You want to try one?
Thank you very much.
You want to try one?
What is that?
How we make the chocolate in our factory? This one is the grinder. So take a look at this one. Volcanic rock. The same process as that, but in here.
Oh, okay.
We grind all of this. So we take all these containers and we place in a huge container like the size of that table.
Oh.
And then, with the time, with the temperatures, we start to create the chocolate bars. So we just take it the next day, and then the chocolate bars. We just pile it and go out.
Okay.
This is the machine that we usually grind and makes the chocolate.
Thank you.
The local way is that one. That's the same.
Thank you so much. Gonna shake your tail feathers
See
again?
those white things on their feathers?
Are you talking about the little spots?
Yeah.
What is it, mites or?
There's very well could be bugs they're eating.
Yes? It's delicious? Okay. The last place is the Mirador. The Mirador you can eat chicken tacos, shrimp quesadillas, the mini foods. It's so delicious. I recommend it. And in this place is it's a beach area, but you can swim in the ocean because it's very rough. I recommend it only walk in the sandy area because the rocks is very sharp, and I recommend it don't. I recommend it don't clip the rocks. If you see a rock a flag, I don't recommend it make this because it's very sharp. If you fell, it's possible. I find you in the other part of the island because it's very rough. And in this ocean. In this ocean, if you go in this ocean, you can
Let him talk.
You can get in Jamaica. And in
Jamaica.
Africa, it's so far away. I don't know how miles, but it's far away.
Did she just say that if you get in this ocean, you may end up in Africa or Jamaica?
In 15 minutes, we can go to the Mirador. Thank you.
I think so.
You can't do that. It's not allowed to. Maria. Se te olvidó billete. Now we go back down.
Gustavo,
Bueno,
dile en español también, por favor. Pues yo entiendo, no
España.
entendí muy bien.
ok. Ahorita nos estamos yendo al Mirador. Es la próxima parada. We're driving to the Mirador. place. We'd like to show you the map, okay, where is it located, okay. Ahorita le mostramos. If you look carefully, we start a tour right here. This is the cruise ship. We just visit the tequila. It is the Mayan Cacao, and now we're driving in this area right here. A few more minutes, we'll be here. See? So this is the south part of the island. In this area, you find beach clubs and hotels. See, to the right side, for example, back there. I don't know if you noticed. We had the Occidental Hotel. We had the Ibero Star, Allegro, Fiesta Americana, Fiesta Inn, Melia Hotel, Windham Hotel, and many others. We have around 90 hotels, see? But no really big ones. You know why? Because the island Cozumel, the ecosystem is very fragile. See, that's why it's not possible to build huge constructions. You know, because it's a very fragile ecosystem. You know, the island Cozumel. Most of the tourists visit the island coming with the cruise ships. See, the tourist activity started here in Cozumel approximately in the 1960s. See, 1960s. I don't know if you have here about a sea explorer and oceanographer, Jacques Cousteau. See, do you remember? You have seen Jacques Cousteau films. These films from Cousteau catch the attention of a filmmaker from Mexico City called Rene Cardona. See, this filmmaker from Mexico City came to Cozumel and did a film similar like the ones from Cousteau. See, the name of the film was called Un Mundo Nuevo, or A New World. See, this film catch the attention of the scuba divers, the snorkelers. So that's why we can say that the first tourists that came to the island were scuba divers and snorkelers. Okay? In the 1970s, came to Cozumel the first cruise ship, 70s. See, today, Cozumel Island is #1 destination for the cruise lines in Mexico, in America, Central America probably. We get almost every day 6 to 7 cruise ships, especially in the winter time. You know, the summertime only 1 or 2, not many. So it's very hot. It is the hurricane season, but in the winter it's very crowded. You know, we got 3 ports for cruise ships. You know, Cozumel. Actually, with the technology that we have, it's possible to predict, to know when a storm is coming. See, sometimes 1 week, 2 weeks before, okay, the meteorologists, you know, predict, you know, see where is the storm forming or coming, you know. So the technology is good, you know, because you can predict it, okay, or have an idea, you know, because at the end, well, they know exactly what they say, you know. When they say, sometimes say it's going to rain, it is sunny, it's going to be sunny, and it's raining a lot. But it's more or less, you know, but you can have a better idea and have a precaution, you know. You can lock your house or make a shopping or a purchase for your for the food, you know. Or in the case, for example, when you're in the cruise ship, you know, and the people know it's a storm, the cruise ship changed the route. See, because before this technology, nobody knows, and suddenly came a big storm, and nobody knew where it came from, you know. But now the technology is possible to predict, you know, and make to prevent more damage, you know. Talking about the tourist activity is a main industry. See, almost 80-90% of the population will be working for this activity. All right. Okay. Next stop, as you know, is El Mirador. Very important. In this place, if you like to have something to eat, you know, or this is the only place during the tour where you can have a chance to have food. For example, like chicken quesadilla, maybe a shrimp taco, or a ceviche. See, you like to have a guacamole, you know, or a coconut. You know, coconut milk. So they have a coconut milk, delicious. Also, in this place, you got more tequila. It's a tequila tasting. There are different places, okay, where you can have a tequilas, you know, and each one is different, you know. As you know, this tequila is a liquor, you know, making in Jalisco, you know, and in this place you can have also extra flavors, you know, more flavors than the first stop. Okay, you got more flavors than the first stop, more flavors than Baskin Robbins. You know? You can find this place. Also, you find here the aged tequila or añejo. You know añejo tequila, well, the one that is here tastes like a cognac or a whiskey, good whiskey. It's very, very smooth, you know. I recommend you want to check.
You want
Okay?
something to eat?
You can have another free tequila taste. All right. As we told before, very important. Do not walk on the coral rock. All right. Even you see people doing the same, doing that, don't do the same. All right. Why? Because it's very sharp. No? And we recommend you please just stay where we're stopping. Okay, the place we're stopping, don't go far away. Okay, just stay in the area. Okay, where we are.
Wow,
right?
look how big those waves are.
It's a safe place, all right? It's a safe place, so we're stopping, all right?
Those waves are huge.
And don't buy weed, okay? I tell you, sometimes people coming from other place. I mean, they stop. We stop
that's
here.
why
go
he said.
far,
She said don't swim out in this area.
What a boat, you know?
Because you could end up in
I
Jamaica
don't know
or
if they offer
Africa.
you or the tourist ask for that. But sometimes it's not that one. It's a grass. It's a oregano. You know, it's a spice. So you get how you call it? They stab it.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Staffa. Go on. Scam. That's a better stay just where we stopping. All right. Look, it's very windy and rough. All the time it's like this. Most of the time, this area is rough and windy. See? If you look carefully, area, of course, it's not good for swimming. All right, it's mostly for surfing. You know, for surfing. There are some spots in this part of the island where people can go swimming. You know, especially where there is like an inlet. You know, where there is an inlet. But this part of the island is mostly for people that like surfing. See? And look over here. Look to the left side. The island is flat. We got no hills. We got no mountains. No volcanoes. It's a very flat island. Look at the mangrove spot back there. See, look back there. The south part of the island, we have a huge lagoon. This lagoon, we call it Colombia Lagoon, with more than 2,000 hectares of mangroves. You know what is a mangrove? A mangrove is a plant that is important not only for Cozumel Island, it's important for our planet. See why? Because the mangroves produce a high quality of oxygen. See, so that's something that we need to breathe, to live. You know, so that's why it's protected. See, these mangroves. Cozumel, also there in those mangroves, some part of the island we have the crocodiles. See, crocodiles. See, we have more than 500 crocodiles. You know, Cozumel. Also, in that area, there are some exotic birds. the exotic bird, which is considered a star, is the flamingo. See, flamingo. Beautiful flamingos, you know, exotic birds in some part of Cozumel.
You may have to angle it. You may have to angle it. Do you think you got it?
I do. The bear had a watermelon and it was eating it.
If you like to have something to eat, I recommend when we stop, make your order right away. Other important thing like to clear, in this place the menu is in pesos. See, so to know how many pesos, how many dollars, all right, you can divide into 18. For example, if it's 180 pesos, you see, it's a $10. See. Also, when you pay with a credit card, see, when they slice the card in the machine, the ticket is printed into pesos. Okay, remember that. All right. We stay here 25 minutes. All right.
25 minutes.
and
You
raccoons.
missed the police.
And the predators for the turtles, the big turtles, is a shark, is a crocodile. The sea is not a safe place for the turtles. Yes, I know. And in this part, the hurricanes come in Cozumel. In July and August, the hurricanes come in Cozumel. And 18 years ago, the hurricane Wilma came in Cozumel and destroyed the city. In three months, not have electricity, not have a market, a supermarket, and don't have cruise ships. In 3 months, don't have job because the island is the only job is tourist. This is the tourist. And in the Hurricane Wilma don't have tourists because it's dangerous for the cruise ships and for the people. In 50 minutes you can see the Mayan Bee. It's a beautiful bee, don't worry, this is no stinger's bee, and it's very beautiful. Thank you for your attention.
Part of the island, you notice we got no hotels, no homes, no electricity. The two good reasons, the sea turtles and the hurricanes. This is also the last part of Mexico. See, this is international water. You go this direction, 380 miles, you get to Jamaica in Grand Cayman Island. You keep navigating, you get to Africa, but far away from here. North of the island, this direction, 280 miles is Cuba, island of Cuba. In south, we got Belize, Central America, in Costa Maya. So this is the international water. It's the last part of Mexico.
Not right now.
The first inhabitants in Cozumel were the Mayans. See, according to archaeologists that have studied the different Mayan sites on the island, they discovered that the oldest evidence dating back to the 2nd century AD. It is believed that the first Mayans came to Cozumel probably when they practicing the commerce. See, why? Because the Maya had canoes, see, to navigate in the sea, in the ocean. Because swimming from the mainland to Cozumel, I think is difficult. It's at 12 miles, and also it's a very deep water and rough water and sharks. See, that's why it is believed that the first Mayans that came here to Cozumel were probably commercemen. They used canoes. These canoes were built using huge trees. See, they cut it and they, in an artisanal way, built the canoe. The Maya people were great artisans. They were great artisans and they made these beautiful canoes. According to Hernando Cortés, the one that conquered the Aztec civilization, Cortés was first of all here on the island of Cozumel. Cortés had some meetings with some of these inhabitants, and he mentioned also that when they were in we know also that Cozumel was a very important sanctuary, for the Mayan people. See, in the 11th and 12th century, another important city on the mainland called Chichen Itza. How you hear about Chichen Itza? Somebody beat Chichen Itza? Let me tell you, Chichen Itza was like a military city. See, and the people that live in Chichen Itza, they were warriors, these warriors came from the central part of Mexico with a chief leader called Quetzalcoatl or Kukulkan, the blue serpent. And through the war, by conquering, different Mayan towns and villages, they established an empire, the people from Chichen Itza. And Cozumel was part of this empire. So Cozumel was used as a very important commercial port for people from Chichen Itza. People from Chichen Itza brought to the island many merchandises like salt, leather, meat, cocoa beans, for the chocolate, and also prisoners of war, because the Mayan Toltecas, the people from Chichen Itza, after they conquered, for example, a Mayan town or a Mayan village, they sacrificed, first of all, the rulers. So the rulers were sacrificed, and they took the citizens as prisoners of war. So it was a barbarian time, those days when the people of Chichen Itza, established this empire. When we see the history also of Chichen Itza, we're going to find that also Chichen Itza falls because another tribes conquered it. See, so it was like a kind of time of war, the 11th, 12th century, in the Approximate. See, in the time of the Mayas, some archaeologists mention the 7th to 9th century AD approximately is like the golden age. That's when many Maya cities were inhabited. The population were more than 8 million inhabitants. It happened a mysterious thing in the 10th century when happened some archaeologists say the collapse of the Mayan culture. That's when many of these Mayan centers became abandoned. See, this is one of the greatest mysteries, one of the greatest mysteries in the mankind, what happened with those Mayan sites, why they left them, Some theories mentioning about natural disasters, hurricanes, earthquakes, other theories mention even about aliens, the aliens that came from out of the space, theories, other theories mention about ingredients, or the same war, among them, they create or cause like a very bad time, for everybody, and by the time the Spanish arrived here in the Maya land, the population was probably 20% of what it was, the 8 million, like a 20% of this population. Only few cities were inhabited. Cozumel was one of these few places which were inhabited. Unfortunately, here on the island, we know that happened an epidemic of smallpox. When it happened the first contact with the Spanish people, the island became abandoned till the 1600s. When people left, till the 1850s, approximately, and then start the new history of Cozumel, in the 1840s, 1850s. Alright, so in a few more minutes we make it the last stop. Okay, the last stop is a place called the Bee Sanctuary. Alright, the Bee Sanctuary, as we mentioned before, these bees has no stinger. They have no stinger, so don't scare. Alright, don't scare. And this place that we're visiting is like a little jungle. It's like a jungle, alright? So when we get there, everybody follow us, okay? And we're going to first of all, one shaman, shaman, like a medicine man, called Ricardo. He's going to make like a Mayan blessing. This is a Mayan blessing. It's a in the Mayan language. It's what the beekeepers before visiting their hives. Then we're visiting the Carlos, Carlos Pacheco, the artisan. Vamos a escuchar idioma maya.
Bueno.
Malo Kim Sukum, Bishabeles, Hashkim Makinwo, in Aotikte. Tansunan Kap, Jikel Kap, Kalitagoni. Mina Yetel Tiak Meya, Signal, Anashta, Tabina Kasti, Tu Ush Ajakta, Ujikelol. Le Bisacule Ches Iskalab, Le Tik Kanatik Agotoch, Le Kutal Tulukin Kushtal, Tiolale Sunam, Ayukel Kap, Jumbotik. Jumbotic, en la lengua maya quiere decir gracias. Jumbotic en maya. Thank you for your visit. Sentu pasle mahon, bisani kes la kes, has ukin makinwo. Malo kanantabates, masahata, kanantabil, yutilma. Ahora, por favor, please repeat after me.
Okay.
Jumbotic.
Jumbotic.
Very nice. Ahora ya están listos. You are ready now. Please follow me. Watch your stable.
Okay, now we're going to visit the hives, and this is the workshop of Carlos. Carlos is the gentleman here. You remember the stela that we saw back there with the cacao? You remember? This is another piece that he did. There's Carlos right here, right there. It's an artist.
Hi, Carlos.
Carlos, okay. He has a lot of talent, by making these replicas, right? So later on, you got time to visit. Okay, here now we're going to visit the hive.
Welcome, smile. The alligator we already put in the cage.
Alligator,
that would be cool. I paid a rest on alligator.
there's the jack.
Where?
Well, that's a little embarrassing.
I didn't see it.
Even the sculpture. Even the bigger. Incredibly embarrassed.
Sometimes there is a
Did he need money for it?
here. Here in Cozumel, la Yucatan Peninsula, the soil is a limestone, with coral, so it's a kind of rock that works as a filter, with the rain, with all the water from the rain, filter the soil, and form like underground rivers. What you're looking here is only a small part of a surface, you know, because the current is under. It's approximately like 10 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet below the surface is a running underground rivers, you know, and these underground rivers end at the ocean, end at the sea, you know, end on lakes or lagoons, you know, Cozumel. So this is like a natural formation. Okay, it's a cenote, you know, water well or sinkhole. For the bees, this is important. Why? Because they need a water. You know, like we need a water. All the plants, animals need also water. Also, these bees need a water. The hives are back there. Okay, so let's go to check the hives. Just careful.
Mosquitoes getting in. They're never gonna let us take that honey back, but if they did, that would be about the coolest thing ever. For honey. To get honey?
We
No,
still
if
have a
we
little
take
bit.
honey,
We still have a tiny bit of Nana's left.
But she's not felt like making much recently.
Her bees are gone and she's gone.
You could get some mosquito honey right now. That's what vampires drink, mosquito honey.
Is that trash? Excuse me.
The Melipona bee or Mayan bee is different than the apis bee or the one that we know. First of all, is the number of bees. In one hive, for example, for this one, you find like a 2,000 or 3,000, not many. In the other ones, the apis, the one that everybody knows, 40 or 50,000, much more. Okay? They produce only 1 liter per year per hive, no labs. See, but the honey, it is used mostly for a medical purpose, you know, for the skin, for the eye, you know, to increase the immune system. Okay, and you can see over here at the entrance, you know, a guardian. Can you see? That's a big bee. The little horn. That's one called the guardian. That's the one that is making sure that the fruit fly is not entering inside the hive. See? There were many mosquitoes because the rain that we have. Okay, so you like to walk around, you know, you can walk around, and there are some of the pictures, you know, that show you a better idea how it's inside in the hives. Okay, and let me tell you that there are two kinds of species, you know, bees right here. We have the Melipona and the Chunacap and the Casac is very small.
Aquí hay otro que es tímida. Aquí hay otro que es un guardián que protege.
They're all over me.
Because you're wearing black. Mira, pregúntale a ella si no tenía.
No, es que sí, un montón.
Esa negra. Come la quita. Tiene pegado, mami. No te falta nunca ahí.
¿Y por qué tienes? ¿Y por qué?
Mira, sí.
¿Y por qué?
somehow got away from the group, so I didn't get all the information.
Right? Also, you find here that the Mayan people had a very accurate calendar. You know, the calendar of the Maya is one of the most accurate. You know how the Maya made this calendar? By observing the sun. You know how the Maya observe the sun using like a solar filter. You know, for example, these stones that you're looking right here is an obsidian stone. See, and the Mayans could see the sun, you know, like a mirror, for example, they can watch the sun like this, okay, or also directly like this. They can see how the light is filtered, see, for solar eclipses. So if somebody wants to check, okay, we got a few minutes, okay, you want to check? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, friend. Close one eye with another. You can check. All right. Muéstrales los filtros ahí.
So this is the honey tasting.
We can try to be closer.
Oh, I can't read what it says.
The bee with the stinger, we call them APs or European. That is the number 3. We didn't have European bees here before. Somebody brought that bees because they produce more honey. More honey is more money. With the stingless bees, we're going to start with the regular honey.
Stingless bee?
APs or European honey from the bee with the stinger. Esta es la miel regular, de la abeja plana. You can find it in anywhere, any store. This is the commercial honey. In your coffee, in your This is the regular honey. You can find it in anywhere, any store.
Sorry, I was killing mosquitoes.
If you have honey with chili and pizza, you can find it. Now, you came from far to taste the Mayan honey from the stingless bees. The stingless bees, they choose tropical flowers. They don't eat candies, they don't drink sodas and sugar. Only flowers from the jungle, and we use it for medicine. This honey is anti-diabetic. This is the number 1. We call it melipona. I need your spoon flat and move it slow because Mayan honey is very liquid.
Can I toss this one, please? Sorry. Thank you.
Sweet. Very sweet. Oh, look at something. This is good for you.
Tastes medicinal.
Different. You can put your spoon in the jar that we have in front. This honey, we use it for medicine. You can use it in your open wound and help you to close the wound very fast. If you apply it every day, it helps you to disappear the scar because regenerate your skin. 1 or 2 spoons before breakfast help you for gastritis, ulcers, or to keep your immune system alert to prevent any kind of sickness. This is the only honey that you can use in your eye. You can apply 1 drop of this honey in your eye and help you to disappear cataracts, eye infection. If you feel your eye tired or dry, you can apply 1 drop before to sleep. It's antiseptic, antibacterial, anti-diabetic, anti-inflammatory, and has the potential to treat cancer. Pueden ponerse una gotita en el ojo y les ayuda a eliminar cataratas, carnosidad, infección, o para los ojos secos igual. If you know somebody with cataracts, you are on time to prevent a surgery. Maybe somebody prefers to pay a jar of honey instead to pay a surgery that is more expensive. the best recommendation we can have is the experience with the people. We always have people trying to find more honey. Sometimes we need to wait for the next harvest because they don't produce enough honey. Remember, we call it melipona. It's the number one from the stingless bees. Es antidiabético. O sea, puede consumir lo que guste.
Sorry,
no
mommy.
afecta para la azúcar. Porque no consumen dulces ni refrescos ni azúcar.
That's not true.
Solamente no la usarlo como endulzante. No me afecta. To make honey, the bees, they take the nectar from the flowers and they dehydrate the nectar. We can say honey is dehydrated nectar. This is the pollen. The pollen gives you energy for exercise. It's a great brain booster, and people use it to treat allergies. If you are going to use pollen to treat allergies, we recommend you from the place where you live. Local pollen or local honey helps you to treat allergies.
My mother-in-law used to raise bees.
Milkshake, yogurt, fruit, and the flavor change. Now, this is a cup. You soak it like a whole. It's a natural Mayan hulls made with honey, propolis, eucalyptus, and mint. If you have sore throat, throat infection, or cough, help you to relax your throat. It doesn't matter which honey you choose, all of them are healthy. Remember,
I did.
the honey is the only food that you can keep for a long time and never expires. Archaeologists found honey in the tomb of the mummies for more than 3,000 years. Same honey properties.
You can
flavor,
preserve
just
food
keep
in
it the
honey
right
also.
place. You can have it for a long time. If you need the properties in the honey, not in hot coffee, not in hot tea, remember the hot water kills the property in the honey. Only a spoon before breakfast. If you can use plastic or wood spoon, is much better because the metal kills the property in the honey. The bees are slowly disappearing. You can plant flowers, you can raise bees and help for the next generation. No bees, no fruits, no plants, no animal, no people. Some investigation says if they disappear in the world, we disappear with them because they pollinate the plant. Remember also you can find us in TripAdvisor like Mayan Bee Sanctuary. All these products we have it in the store. Mayan honey, only one section. The rest of the products are from the bee with the stingers. Mayan honey, we call it melipona, from the stingless bees. Remember also, behind this place, we have amazing people trying to keep everything ready before you come here. I'm sure you learned something new today. If you enjoy this place and you think we are doing a good job, if you feel in your hearts to help this team with any kind of graduate tips, we have a little box here. I'm going to leave the little box in that corner. Remember that Cozumel is 90% touristic, and this is part of our best motivation as part of our best ones living in a tourist place. With your help, you help us to go happy at home with our families, and you wish a happy day for us too. Thank you for your visit. If you have any questions in the store, we are here to assist you. Still enjoying your vacations. The exit is in this side. Remember.
I can't tell if I got him in the screen.
Alright, that's a bit of a scratch.
Ah, ya la vi. That's full of braids.
Well, I haven't really touched it in the bag.
Did you see the snake? Too small, right?
Coconut, bananas, orange, lime, pepper, but no big fields or big plantations. So some people got some turkeys and chickens, okay, but no like a big or large production. So if somebody has a cow or a horse, maybe it's only a pet. See why? Because it's no cattle. We have no cattle on the island. See, we got only one or two ranches, I think, that offer like a horseback riding. See, but it's not like a cattle, you know, because the soil of the island is very poor, you know, so it's hard, difficult to practice and intensive agriculture. So most of the island is mostly tourism. The fishing industry is also not large. See why? Because most of the water that surround the island is considered as a natural aquarium, you know, for scuba diving and snorkeling. See, that's the reason why it's mostly protected. Most of the fish. You can see around here some of the homes, you know, where we live. And you notice most of the homes are made out of concrete. We need to build in that way. Why? Because sometimes there are like big storms, you know, and hurricanes, you know. So that's why you notice that people use or build with hard materials, you know, strong materials. On top of the homes also, you notice there are some black tanks. See, those black tanks that you look at the top of the homes is a water tank. See, most of the water, fresh water that we have at home is coming from the northern side of the island. That's where we have our main aquifers. See, these aquifers is coming from the wells. You know, remember the well that we watched there? Well, in the northern part of the island, we have a lot of them. You know, the government pumps the water from there to here. In the city, this water, we don't drink it. We used to take a shower, to wash the clothing, to wash the dishes, to wash the house, the garden, all right? But not for drinking. But as you buy it in a home, we use a lot of fresh water, and it's coming from that area. For drinking, we have to buy like a huge big bottles, like a 4-gallon, you know, the big bottles purified. See, only a few homes got maybe like a purification system. No, only a few homes, not many. But most of the people go to the convenience store, or there are some people selling the purified water. The electricity is not produced on the island too. We get it from the mainland. See, there is a huge cable undersea. That's the way how we get electricity at home. See? You notice here is a lot of scooters. You know, driving everywhere, the scooters. One of the reasons why we have a lot of scooters is because the gasoline is a little bit expensive, you know, for us. We pay around $6 or $7 a gallon. See, and also the city is not, we can say, very big. You know, it's the longest distance, maybe from one spot to another. The city is like a 10 or 15 minutes. That's the reason why it's a lot of scooters, you know, everywhere. We have schools, you know, to the left side, for example. We have like a kindergarten, elementary schools, junior high schools. We have also college. So the college here is mostly for a tourist activity. See? Okay, so look, here's the city. So as we mentioned before, here is where we live, all right? What is a cruise ship now is the downtown area. This is what is the main shopping area. You know, the main avenue, you know, the shopping for the tourist activity. But this area is where we live, you know, we go and buy whatever we need at home. You know, our products. You see the laundry, the hardware, you know, the school, this is the school. We have also a Sam's Club. And there is even a Sam's Club. We have Pizza Hut, Dairy Queen, Fat Tuesday, Butchers. The one that you don't find here, you know which one? Taco Bell. No Taco Bell. Much competition. That's the reason. No Taco Bell. Look at the AutoZone here. AutoZone.
AutoZone. Pardon?
They had bonsai trees in that store.
Huh. Look at the artwork.
You see those little red cars and like a small taxi. So taxi, red cars. Okay, a few more minutes. We're finishing the tour. We hope that you had a good time. How was the tour? You like it? Was everything okay?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. I don't know how much more time you got, okay, because every ship is different, okay, with the time, so make sure be on time. To get back to the ship is very easy. You have to use the escalator, okay, like we did in the morning. You go on the bridge, okay, and then you show your ship card, okay, over there. So that's why please now make sure.
Well, our tour is over and it's time to get back on the ship. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.